My sister was the maid of honor at a wedding where the bride's father didn't like the groom. A fight broke out, and the bride's father, uncle, brother, the groom, his father, and brother were all arrested.
Shake it up.
Welcome back, guys. What is going on? The Martini Boys are here with the one and only
Me?
It's gonna be October.
It's October, baby.
Yeah,
Can't believe it.
I know. Espresso Martini. Matt was kind enough to
Yes.
surprise us with
So today we're drinking. Let's try it first, and we'll get into it. So cheers.
Chink and Link.
Oh. You can't say that.
Clink and Link.
Oh
Clink.
boy.
Jesus.
Don't unsubscribe. Got a racist over here.
Tastes like coffee.
That's actually a lot better than it smells and looks.
Yeah,
Because there's
for
no
sure.
cream in it,
Right.
as you can see. Just looks like coffee and liqueur, but that's delicious. So we're drinking this thing. It's called Bowls
Wait.
Cocktails.
Bill Nye.
The science.
What's the science?
We're drinking this thing called Bowls Cocktails Espresso Martini. It comes in this like cigar-looking tube. It's kind of cool. I honestly have no idea where it came from. It was in my fridge.
It's from like the 1990s or something.
Lindsay
It
thought
came with
maybe
the
you guys
house.
gave it to us or something.
No.
Someone gave it to us, and it was a gift, and I saw it, and I figured let's give it a whirl. So Bowls Cocktails Espresso Martini just comes in this little shooter tube, and it's 1 to 2 servings. I got Alex and I both a serving, so hopefully, not too much. I'd next time I'd probably just stick a straw in this thing and just take it straight to the house.
Straight to the dome.
They
Well,
got
it's
a-
funny because so when Matt got to the studio and I let him in, he was like pointing it at me like he's like, "Phew," and I was like, "What the hell is that?" It looked like a cigar. It looked like the metal tin that
Yep.
the cigars come in. I'm like, "All right, are we smoking cigars on the pod tonight?" And then it was an espresso martini. Someone probably got that for you when we started this thing. Why else would you be getting?
I think it's new. I don't
Is
know
it
if like
new?
maybe
Okay.
Rain got it when he was in town and left it,
True,
or
True.
someone brought it over for like Lindsay's birthday or something. I don't know. I mean, we haven't had too many.
The the Texan.
Yeah. So this is Bowls cocktail. Sorry, this Bowls cocktail is crafted with Bowls coffee liqueur, Galliano, Ristretto, and Bowls vodka. No preservatives added. Serves 1 to 2. Chill, shake, all that good stuff.
All right.
Good enough.
Good enough.
Solid.
It is solid. It's pretty high up in. Give him the volume.
Yeah, what is it? 14.9%. Ready to enjoy. Contains 1 to 2 cocktails, rich and smooth.
So I looked up. I always try and do some little trivia here. So Bowls vodka.
It says it's from the Netherlands.
Netherlands,
Does that
okay.
say that as well?
Yes.
Because it says it's a product of the Netherlands. Thank you very much, Netherlands. It's pretty solid.
Yeah. Let's see what they're all about here.
The world's first cocktail brand. I've never even heard of them.
So Bowls vodka reaches the U.S. This was a article from 2022. So I wonder if it's new for U.S.
Maybe.
But it's a product from the spirit maker Lucas Bowls, which was established in Amsterdam in 1575.
It does say that everywhere on here. 1575 is in their logo. It says it in multiple places on the top.
That's something because I feel like maybe I've seen the vodka bottle. So this is
Maybe
what they're looking like. Amsterdam 1575.
Oh, it's funny because usually I just get New Amsterdam, or like in college, that was my go-to vodka.
New Amsterdam. I wonder if there's
Peach.
probably no collection here.
So it says it's 200 milliliters. So if you're in the mood for a 100 milliliter drink and you want to share one with a buddy or someone special and near and dear to you, then that's your go-to.
Yeah, go for it. It's if you like your vodka, it's made with 100% grain. I'm assuming that has to do with its smoothness. So check them out. The suggested retail price for a bottle of Bulls vodka is $13.99 per 1 liter bottle.
I wish it said more. So it says it's crafted with coffee liqueur. I don't know what Galliano Ristretto is.
Let's look it up.
And Bull's vodka, because something in here is like creamy or syrupy or something. It's like it's kind of like thick or sugary or something.
Yeah, so definitely looking at it from
It's got
the
caramel
viewer.
flavor, caramel color rather.
What is this? Today's one of those days, guys. I know. It looks like this could just be straight up like oil or something.
Coffee and vodka and oil.
It's very smooth. And oil, vegetable oil.
No.
It's very smooth. It's very smooth, though.
So look up
Yeah, Galliano.
Galliano, Galliano,
Okay.
and then Ristretto, Ristretto. Galliano Ristretto.
It is an espresso liqueur from the Italian spirits of Galliano. So,
Thanks, Galliano.
thanks, Galliano.
Really hooking us up today.
Yeah. I know. There's so many. We have, like, ours is Bailey's or Kahlua.
Yeah.
Kahlua is awesome.
Solid stuff.
Solid stuff. So, my ranking here, we can give each let's do it one more sip.
I mean, it's pretty sweet. So if you're into sweet, you'd like it. Like
Yeah.
when I taste coffee, I drink coffee black, so I don't really like to taste sweet. But I'd give it like a 7.1, 7.2. Not bad. Not
Not great.
not an 8.
Yeah, the smell is like a 6.
It smells weird.
The taste, I'd say like 7.
Yeah.
It's definitely got an almond flavor to it as
Yeah,
well.
it does.
I feel like, you know what I mean? What did we just have that had almond in it and I was like blown away? It was. I think it was in the spread, right? It was in the
Oh yeah.
On the Rocks.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a common thing. Well, speaking of cocktails and spirits, we were at an occasion.
We had a few cocktails and spirits ourselves
Yeah.
over the weekend. We were at my brother's wedding. I was the best man. Alex was a groomsman.
Not the best man.
He was the third or fourth best man.
I was in last. I was in last place.
We had an awesome time. Happy for my brother and his now wife. Yeah, we got after it pretty solid. Grandma was out dancing on the dance floor for a good amount of time, so I love to see that. That got me hyped.
Oh, she was having a great time.
I had to give a little toast in front of 100 plus people, so that was fun.
You did a good job, though.
Thank you.
You short and sweet, but
Yeah. It was concise, but had what it needed. But it's good to. It's funny. So being here regularly, we talk right into the microphone, and the bride's father went before me, and he stood like a good like 3, like probably if I might be exaggerating, like 2.5, 3 feet back from the mic, and I couldn't hear him.
okay.
And so I got up there and I stood right into the mic just like I am now, and like delivered it. I could make sure everybody heard me. You know, because this is a big room. That was a big event center, big ballroom.
Huge, yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty solid. It was fun. We had a good time. Band was good. Everybody danced, and we, being part of the wedding party, we got these bracelets that meant we got free alcohol. So I don't think I spent $1 on the bar that night, which is nice. Maybe some, tips.
Did not. Oh yeah, we definitely tipped. Yeah,
But it was solid. It was fun.
yeah, for sure.
Now he's in
Beautiful place.
Barbados on his honeymoon.
Barbados.
I haven't been down that part of the world yet. I know you have a few times. I'd love to.
Yeah, you should.
Is it like the Caribbean, I guess?
It is a Caribbean. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should. I know we said this in an episode a while back, but even at least just once.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
I was surprised how far
Lot of
down
fun.
it is. So they flew to Miami at like 5 a.m. He was there like before I woke up.
Oh my god.
He's like, we're in Miami. I was like, it's 8 a.m. They got picked up at 2:30 in the morning. Pretty
Okay.
crazy. But then I think from Miami down to there was still like another 3-hour flight.
Yeah.
So it's a lot further than like I think of the Caribbean's like just south of Florida, but no, it's like all the way where they are too is down by like Venezuela.
Yeah, you're right above Venezuela. Yeah, Barbados is a little further down south. Same with us. For
St.
our
Lucia's
honeymoon,
not far from
Lucia.
there, right?
No, very close.
Yeah.
So we flew to Miami as well. And then from there, it was another like 3 hours
Yeah.
to get to St. Lucia.
Which not bad, obviously, but
No.
further than I thought it would be.
Yeah, they still don't have any direct flights. It depends what airline, but most flights don't do a direct.
I'm not surprised.
No.
Small place.
Yeah, it's a lot. And obviously Miami is like one of those huge ports that everyone flies into.
Yep.
But oh yeah, St. Lucia, Barbados, Dominican Republic, Bahamas.
Yeah.
There are so many islands. St. Vincent.
Probably a chance we get down to Puerto Rico at some point because my father-in-law and his wife's Puerto Rican, and they're building a house in Puerto Rico. And right now they live in Florida. They're actually in town right now, so we're gonna get together with them. But they're building a house in Puerto Rico, so I'm sure at some point Lindsay and I will get down there and visit and check that out. But
Wow.
I still want to do like one of the Saints or one of the islands in the Caribbean. And
St. John, St. Bart's.
he said he landed and he said it's 90 degrees. He said the water is only 3 degrees cooler than the air. It's like that can't 87-degree water. That can't even be refreshing.
It's warm, man. It's warm.
It sounds awesome to just like go in like a foot or two of water and just like sit or like lay forward and keep your head out. But it looks like a cool spot.
Yeah, you got to be careful about sharks sometimes, but super warm.
Sharks?
Sharks.
I'm always careful with my sharks.
Careful for the sharks, yeah. Oh man. Yeah, we'll get down there. At least you will. But I love it. I love the Caribbean. I've been there. God, I don't know, 10 plus times.
Really?
Yeah. So in high school, my dad and I would always go down to the Atlantis in the Bahamas, and
That's cool.
and he would take me down. That was like his thing. He would always go down there. So I went down a couple times with just him and his girlfriend at the time, and then I was able to bring friends 4 of the times or three of the times that I went down there. So
Nice.
definitely know the Atlantis, which if you have been, it's crazy expensive now. It's like $10 for like a bottle of water.
Wow.
It's not all inclusive, so you have to pay for everything.
Yeah, you got to do the all-inclusive.
You have to. It's not worth it.
They're doing the same thing you did in like St. Lucia. They have a butler. They got bottles of like their preferred liquor when they got there.
That's sweet.
Champagne waiting for them in the room. It looks really sweet down there.
Yeah, it's nice.
They had a big tropical thunderstorm today.
Ooh.
And he sent me a Snapchat, and there's people down at the pool. They can see the pool from their balcony. And these people are like under an umbrella or two, and it's just dumping. And he said they're trapped. He said they can't get out because it's pouring. If they were to walk out, they'd get soaked.
Oh yeah,
Which like big whoop in this type of place.
Jump in the pool.
The video was funny because there was just like 5 or 6 people like under an umbrella.
Hopefully this is up for them because we're still in. I said we are like we're there or we are there. We are the Caribbean, but it's still kind of like the stormy season. So hopefully this week kind of clears it up.
Yeah, he said that hurricane didn't even touch it, so
that's good.
Everything's been fine down there, and it's
yeah.
tropical. They get thunderstorm for an hour, and that's it, just like Florida.
Yeah, exactly. I know you can get a rainstorm for like 5 minutes, and it's.
He said there's a lot of
cats,
like stray cats and chickens running around.
That's fun.
The meows.
Oh yeah, the meows. Oh my god.
Yeah, he
The
said
barks.
there was a cat like at their dinner last night that was like basically begging for food or whatever. But
The
it's kinda
cocks?
funny. Lindsay would love that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. It's like rabbit on you. Well, yeah, we wish them a great time.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome. It's getting cold here. It's getting cold.
It's getting cold. I was looking
Yeah.
at the weather next week. Some of the highest temperatures next week are like 60.
Damn. Okay.
So it's gonna be like in the 50s next week, and I feel like the 50s is like such a fall and spring temperature where it's like it's not quite cold enough to snow. It's not quite warm enough to like enjoy a nice. I mean, it's crisp.
Right.
I like it personally. Like I'd still go out and fish in this type of weather, but it's definitely cooling off.
Yeah.
I went for a ride today after I finished some of my work, and it was brisk. It's like
It is.
in the winter, in the late fall and early spring. If I go riding, I wear like double gloves, and
Oh,
could have used it today.
I'm sure. It was cold. I think
Yeah.
when I woke up, it was like 60, 58.
Yeah.
So it wasn't terrible. I wish after like through the fall, like then it kind of warmed up a little bit. Again.
It's right around the corner though. It's going
It's
to be
coming.
it'll be 50s for October. We've talked about this before, maybe even last week, but we've had a snowy Halloween before, but
We have.
50s and high 40s through October. November starts to get down more into the 40s, and then December 30s, and if we can get some snow.
Right.
So we'll see. They say if there's a lot of acorns, they say there's a lot of acorns falling, that it's going to be like a heavier winter, like a big snowy winter.
They are falling,
Dude,
man.
my driveway has probably, if I were to fill up like Home Depot buckets, I could probably fill up like 4 or 5 buckets. It's insane. I'm out there every day sweeping them out of the driveway because it's just like my car and Lindsay's car are crushing them.
Oh, I
It
bet.
just turns into like little like it looks like little like wood shards, like wood chips or something. but-
Mushes it, yeah.
Yeah, so they're
Are they bouncing
it's
off
just-
the cars?
Oh
too?
my
Like,
god,
dong,
the
ding,
cars,
dong,
the
dong.
roof. You should see my hood. I'm bummed. There's like 3 or 4 noticeable, and I'm sure there's more now. Just little like dings in my hood. Just you can hear
Wow.
it from the living room. We're sitting on the couch, and you hear ding ding, or like it'll bounce off the roof and then off the car, off the other car. It's like it's such a mess and such a nuisance. I'm like, I just want to take this tree down.
I know. Dude, it's all the squirrels.
They're
It's
gonna
all
have
the
a field day
squirrels.
this year.
Oh, they're tearing up my lawn, man. Sucks.
Yeah, I
They're
wish I could
digging.
just throw like a grenade in the tree and like.
I know.
All the acorns come out at once because it's like every day I'm just out there sweeping these like hundreds of acorns out of my driveway.
Oh, it's
nuts.
It's real. It's unreal,
But
man. I know. Ba-dum-ps. Yeah.
But yeah, they're loud and they're annoying.
They are annoying. And they're always like chasing each other and going all up and down the trees, and they just keep falling and hitting our fence. It's like ding, 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 ding.
I don't know what it is. I don't even think there's squirrels up in the tree. They're just falling to kill me. I tell Lindsay and Sabrina, I'm like, we're under attack right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I walk out to my car and I'm like scared I'm going to take one of these off the head. And today I was doing something in my car and I was just sitting there for a few minutes and one hit the roof. Boom! I'm like, what the heck? Like, if one of these hits us in the head, it's not going to like not hurt. It's going to hurt.
It would definitely hurt. Some of them are.
They're so
They're
loud
great.
and like it's just great. I'm like between the door and the car. I'm like, run! We gotta get in the car.
It's the attack of the acorns. Have you seen? You know that movie Birds, where like they're just like hundreds and hundreds of birds,
I
or
think
like,
so.
and all of a sudden they just start all dying and they're just falling all
Oh,
over the
yeah.
ground and stuff. That's what it reminds me of. But they're acorns. New horror movie coming your way.
Yeah.
So I found these stories since we're talking about a wedding. The wedding we went to was great. Everything worked out. But
Yep.
it's not always the case.
People have so like there's always like something that goes. I honestly don't think anything went wrong for my brother's wedding. My thing for me was like my barber was out of town, so I got a haircut from someone that doesn't cut my hair like a week or two before the wedding. Which like if
I
that's
know
the
that.
worst thing, like I don't care.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, everything went well, but that's not always the case.
That is not always the case. So I was reading a couple of these. I try not to read them all because I want it to be a surprise as well, but it's backfired a couple of times. So it says these are all like anonymous posts. They ran out of food for the last 2 tables who just happened to be the coworkers of the bride. We had to order pizza delivery and pay for it ourselves. The bride's family refused to pay for it. You never remember the good weddings, but you never forget the bad ones. That's what we said.
crazy.
Imagine like Domino's is like, hey, I got 2 cheese pizzas here. Someone's having like prime rib next to you.
Yeah, the food is pretty good. We had at my wedding, the after party, we got like 7 or 8 Domino's pizzas delivered. But during the wedding,
that
everybody
was-
was fed.
Oh yeah, that was clutch though.
Yeah.
That was like
That was hitting so
perfect.
good.
And
yeah.
I think we had breadsticks too, right?
Oh yeah.
That was hitting. That do be hitting. Here's another story. My husband picked up a shift at work on our wedding night. Dude, what is wrong with you?
What an idiot.
Don't worry though. He didn't actually end up working on our wedding night. He was just cheating. I found that out way later. Wow.
Oh.
What a twist.
Oh yeah, I got work tonight on your wedding night, and you're a cheater. What a piece of crap.
Wow. I mean, I hope you did you have your your doubts? Like that's
That's
who the hell does that? Who I'm gonna pick up an overnight tonight. I'll be at the venue tomorrow. You always got crazy relatives, not always, but there's always that one person sometimes, and this one's the uncle.
The crazy uncle.
The crazy uncle. My uncle got so drunk at my sister's wedding that he confessed to having an affair and completely ruined the family.
Oh my god.
Uncle, what is up
Yeah.
with you?
Oh wait, I just remembered. So the one thing at my brother's wedding, and it's not a big deal, and it wasn't at the time. It's not now. But the bride's mother took a tumble on the dance floor.
I saw that.
I don't know what happened. I thought I heard like she has a couple of brothers, and they're
Okay.
a couple of big guys. The bride's mother, and I thought she said that one of them was like they were dancing, and one of them was like messing with her basically, and she somehow tripped up and fell.
Yikes.
But yeah, I was like, shocked when I saw her on the ground. I was like, "Oh no, I hope she's okay." And
So-
she was fine, of course, but
Yeah, same. So we saw that, Lexi and I, and a whole crowd like started to gather around, and I'm like, oh no, like I was like thinking the worst.
yeah, luckily she was fine.
Yeah,
I
Well-
don't know what happened. It's just something happened, I guess. She tripped up or whatever.
I could be wrong. I thought I may have heard, like just by like passive conversation, was she doesn't normally drink. So
No, I don't think that was it.
okay,
I thought I heard, like I said, I thought I heard her brother saying like,
She
oh,
tripped.
he was like, dancing behind her, kind of like jokingly, and she like went to reach for him, and just like he stepped away, and she fell. Something silly like that.
okay.
But luckily, it was not a big deal, and she was okay.
Yeah, she was. I saw her laughing
Yeah.
like 5 minutes after. So
yeah,
I know it's always scary when you see someone on the floor.
yeah.
Weddings, man. I lied. So
That was the
that's not what
sixth
happened.
wedding I went to this year, and
This year.
it was awesome. It was a lot of fun, but I'm ready for a break. I think next year we don't have any right now.
Just
maybe
one
one.
for us.
Yeah.
Just one. All right, this sister here. No, my sister. So it could be a sister or brother. My sister was the maid of honor at a wedding where the bride's father didn't like the groom. A fight broke out, and the bride's father, uncle, brother, the groom, his father, and brother were all arrested.
Holy shit!
The bride spent her wedding night at my house crying her eyes
Oh
out.
my god!
It gets even worse. They divorced about 2 years later.
Wow,
That's
that's chaotic.
That is so chaotic. That was so many people.
Some families, like not mine, not yours, not anyone too close to me, anyways. Some families just thrive on chaos for whatever reason, and
They
it's
love
like
it.
a big, not an issue, but like it's just way more prevalent in some families than others. And luckily,
Yeah.
my family's not a very dramatic family or chaotic family.
I think they want to be worked up. It's like they crave it. They like look for it.
Yeah.
Like say something to me. Like
Right,
I wanna.
right.
I just wanna let it loose. It's like God. Do you mind doing the honors, by the way?
I got you.
Thanks, man. The Thank you. Corona. Oh.
Corona, Bermuda.
I gotta say, this is a known thing, but every time the cap comes off of the Corona, it's so skunky.
Oh, really? Yeah, yeah. Let me
Yes.
smell it.
Yeah, so skunk.
It's like a Mexican lager thing, because
Yeah.
I think Pacifico too a little bit, but definitely Corona.
Like the first second.
Skunks, dude.
Hell no. Yeah, let me take a sip.
Get it. But yeah, it was a solid weekend. A lot of fun, a lot of celebrating.
A lot of celebrating. We had a good time.
It was a cool resort or venue because you stay on the resort. So we didn't have to drive anywhere. We didn't have to Uber anywhere. We stayed at the venue, and the wedding was there. The whole weekend was there. The breakfast the morning of, the welcome drinks the day before. Everything was on campus, which was cool, which I liked a lot.
I love that. Yeah, everything was there. You didn't have to go far at all. I liked where we were too. Like I know somewhere like further down one side or one end or another, but I feel like even just going to like any of the after parties or going to other rooms, we were able to just go downstairs to the elevator, and it was like right there.
Yep.
So it seemed like everyone was pretty close.
Yeah, I don't know if that was intentional or how that really worked, because we weren't like, it wasn't like room. Although the people next to us were at the wedding, the bride's cousins were down the hall from us, but there was people on every floor. It seemed like,
Yeah,
but it was fun.
5 floors, right?
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
We had a beautiful view, awesome balcony.
Yep.
The foliage was just starting, so
Just
there's
starting.
a little color, but still mostly green, which is still nice.
But it was cool. It was up in the White Mountains of New Hampshire.
It was definitely recommend.
Yeah.
All right, let me give one more story here.
Give me a couple more.
All right. A long time ago, I was invited to the wedding of a college friend. The invitation was very fancy, so we dressed up in suits to attend. I had a difficult time finding the place. We arrived and found out that it's in a literal horse pasture. What? It smelled of manure and was an extremely hot summer day, so that made it worse.
Damn. So they're all suited up out in the prairie.
Yeah, and it smells like ass. Yeah. The priest called the bride by the wrong name for the entire
oh my
2
God.
hour-long ceremony. The poor bride corrected the priest each time.
Oh my god.
The first 10 times or so. The priest was the groom's uncle.
Wow.
So you didn't
That's
even
bad.
know. That is really bad.
Yeah.
The groom never corrected him. Eventually, the bride looked like she had tears in her eyes and was going to start bawling, so she stopped correcting him. The priest just kept using the wrong name through the end of the
God.
ceremony. That's awful,
crazy.
man.
It's
Be
funny
like-
because so the priest that married my brother also married Lindsay and I. He's been a family friend for my brother. He was my brother's camp counselor like
Yeah.
18 years ago,
Right.
over 18 years ago, and yeah. So he had one reading. He said, "Oh, that when we were doing the rehearsal, he said that's a typo." And so I went up to him. I said, "What was the typo?" He said, "I had a reading in here from your wedding."
Oh, yeah.
I was like, "Oh wow, wrong McCarthy file or whatever, you know." So
He did great, though.
he got it correct. Oh, he did a great job. Yeah.
Yeah, and same with you. Same at yours. It's cool. It's cool, the history, too. It's always good to, like, have someone you trust.
Yeah.
That's why at our wedding, at my wedding, my stepfather was the officiant because honestly, it's funny. It started as kind of like a joke, like half joke, like I could do it, or we said something like you should do it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, haha." But then we were like, "No, seriously, you should." And then he
did
went
a great
for
job.
it. Yeah, he went for it, and he's he's a psychologist, not like he was really part of like the church. The church, like I don't know what you want to call it, like there's just being like being a pastor or anything like that. But he definitely did a good job.
Yeah.
Let's try one more. All right, this one's good. I was all set to be the best man for my friend's wedding. It was going to be a small wedding at their church with a lunch afterward. At 7:30 the morning of the wedding, the groom called me and told me the wedding was canceled, and he said that he would call me and explain later. So there's more to it. It looks like the person that posted explains it more. He didn't call me the next day or the next or the next. After that, he just dropped off the face of the earth, and I never saw him again. The bride didn't want to discuss it. I called his dad, and he said that the groom had left town for boot camp. It was a really weird situation.
Wow. That's about to happen right now. We're all going to get drafted in
I
this
know.
freaking war. World War III about to happen.
I know. What were you talking about when we were kind of prepping for tonight?
Yeah, so
with
there's a
strike.
couple things going on in the world right now. First is the Israel and Iran. They're basically going to war, and it's not good. But I don't want to go too far into that. And then, the other bad thing, which I think is going to be even worse right now, is there's port workers are on strike from Maine to Texas. The whole entire East Coast, all the way down around to Texas, port workers are on strike. This is all the people that bring in the container ships and unload them and get them on trucks and send it up. It's going to be really bad.
Yeah, man.
That's a lot of people. It's not just like the port of Boston or the port of Maine. It's every port on the East Coast. So they're not going to be able to unload their ships. The materials aren't going to get to where they need to go. The guy in the video we saw, he said, car dealerships are going to shut down, malls are going to shut down, construction's going to shut down. People are going to get laid off and lose their jobs because there's not materials coming in. Everything in this country comes in from a ship for the most part. And so that's very bad. We need to. I don't know the logistics of it all, but they're basically asking for a new contract. I think through the federal government.
It's wild, man. I was so surprised I didn't hear it. Usually I see stuff. I usually pops up on the feed and it's trending and people are always talking about it, but I did not see that one.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law works at the shipyard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he works at the shipyard in Maine, and I got
You
to
should
ask him
about it.
I know. I got to ask him like what he's doing. I know he like manages, like all of what's going on. What's going around the shipyard, but
I forget what the guy in the video. I think he called them like long porters or something like that, or something about.
okay.
That's like their job, but everyone just walked away the other day, and it's gonna get bad.
We've
So,
had a few strikes, but not this crucial.
yeah.
Movies, film. It's like, all right, we don't have movies, we don't have actors.
right? But
But-
like stuff that's coming into the country that we need to move forward as civilization.
Everything, yeah.
And everything, yeah.
Import,
So-
export is.
They said car dealerships are going to shut down. Lumber and steel is not going to be able to come in. A lot of stuff comes from China, like stuff that goes to malls. Malls are going to shut down. Retail is going to shut down. It's going to affect a lot of people. I think it's going to be really bad if they don't get this ironed out.
I agree with you. It's scary. Honestly, it's like you said, it's worse than other things we've heard. I feel like.
It's not worse than war, but this is going to directly impact us.
Right.
Versus war overseas, like sad to
Right.
say, or maybe not sad to say, but a fact of life, it doesn't affect us. Here.
No.
We go about our daily, it's not like we're gearing up in the morning, loading up our rifles and going to fight. We're going to work in the morning and living our lives like as we usually would.
Right. And watching it through the lenses of someone else.
Yeah, but this port strike is going to affect, I think, the whole United States economy, and that affects everybody.
It does. Yeah. Once it's like the circle of life. Honestly, it's like we lose cars, we can't drive to places, people can't get to work, then work stops.
Do you know where your company production is or manufacturing is?
I know for a fact is Japan.
So that comes on a ship.
It comes on a ship. Yep.
I'm not saying it's going to affect you, but it's going to affect your company.
I mean, it would though. It will.
Could, yeah.
It will, because if it's all ships.
Yeah.
It's all ships. It's not strictly to one or the other.
And Japan, I mean, the one thing I don't understand, or one of many things I'm sure, but it's just the East Coast. So we can still get stuff from China and Japan, but
right.
if that's only if it's going to like California, Washington, Seattle, Portland, all this stuff. So everything from Texas all the way up to Maine is shut down.
That's insane. I mean,
I'm not sure why. Like, I would assume that there's a whole union for the country.
Right.
So I don't know why it's just the East Coast, not the West Coast. But
do you know why the strike started? Like what
something about their contracts. They want to get paid differently, just like a hockey goalie that we know wants to get paid.
Yep.
But yeah, it's gonna suck if they don't get it figured out.
We are a global company, but as far as manufacturing goes, it's typically 1-2 places. Like there's a main hub for the manufacturing part, so
yeah,
it's not good. It's not good.
No,
we really need you guys to do the right thing and get these port workers.
Get them what they want.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're doing some hard work.
Yep.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
No. These guys work like 12-hour shifts. So
oh yeah,
it's a long, hard job for sure.
Just on the water, tight conditions. I've seen like the living quarters of these like ships, and I'm like, man, I just like and they're so small.
And then the ships are also like, have you seen all the like Facebook and Instagram videos of like pirates trying to come on the ships?
Oh yeah, dude.
And they're like putting barbed wire on the ships. They're putting dummies
wild.
out there. They're shooting at these people. It's like
it's
pretty crazy.
It's like out of a movie,
it's
but
like
it actually happens.
what's the movie? I'm the captain now.
Oh, with Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
Captain something. Yeah,
I want to say Sully, but that was the airplane.
That was the airplane. That was a good movie too.
Captain Phillips.
Captain Phillips.
That's a great movie, dude.
He goes, "Look in my eyes, dude." That was a
very
crazy
end of it,
movie. Yeah, man.
Yeah, when they get rescued, and it's like he's just so happy that he's rescued. It's crazy.
It's funny you say that because that happened to me when I watched the movie with Mark Wahlberg about the oil rig that like catches fire, and they're all like trapped. But when they got home and he was reunited with his family, that just like I don't know, it hit me.
It's like seeing those videos of dogs getting reunited with their soul, like from soldiers that are overseas and stuff,
and they're just like whining.
It's like worse than like seeing like a little kid say like "Daddy." It's like you see this golden retriever come and just go berserk when it sees its like dad or mom or whoever.
They lose it. I love it, but it's sad. It's sad. We'll pick it up the mood here. You know that trend that's been going on, which I usually never take what's the word?
Part.
Take part in. Yes, thank you. Brain no work today. But it's a picture of like the AIM login on Instagram.
Yeah, I saw you post that.
Yeah, and again, I usually never do those things, but that one, and we've talked about it before. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Put your screen name in, and a lot of people are doing it, a lot of family and friends, so I was like, all right, whatever, I'll do that one. So, to kind of end this off, first we can go over what our names were, but then I did find some really, really funny AIM like screen names.
Nice. I remember the door closing sound, like when someone logged off, or when you logged off.
Yeah. There was a higher pitch, like, and it was like when someone messaged you that wasn't on your buddy list. And I remember I used to get stoked.
Wow, I forgot all about buddy lists.
Yeah, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and you could organize it, family, friends, like OGs. We used to But if it was like a girl or like someone at high school that added you, and a lot of times they would just add you because they wanted to add everyone. But I thought like that meant like I'm in. No, it wasn't. I'm like, oh my god, like XX baby like I.
It's
And
always XO and like these girls' names.
Yeah, and then uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase. Hello, it's the squirrels.
You know what's
It's the
funny is
squirrels.
our wives, not knowing each other until they were in their mid-20s, had like almost identical AIM.
Oh yeah, bubblegum or
names.
something. Yeah,
bubblegum print. I don't know, something.
bubblegum princess. Yeah,
something
XO.
like that, yeah. But yeah, all the girls were like XO Christine XO
Right.
or like XO Christine XO 94 like.
I loved the girls that not actually, but because it was bad being like 9-10 years old, but their screen name would be like hot girl babe, like hot sexy XXX. It's like Jesus. All right, you're like 10 years old, 11 years
So
old.
my first one, I remember my first one. It was my initials MRM_Mustang because I liked Mustangs.
That's cool.
And then after that, I had a crush on a girl who was, I think it was like Red Sox gal or something, Red Sox girl. So my screen name was Fenway Guy 34. My Instagram handle was Fenway Guy 34 until like probably 2014.
Wow.
So I used
Trying
to
to
be,
impress her.
I was like, hey, look, we're like the Red Sox.
Hey, yeah, right. You've been to Fenway.
Red Sox gal, Fenway Guy 34. I was like David Ortiz's number. And then, yeah.
That's so funny. My first ever was Lil. I may have said this.
Lil Alex.
Yeah, Lil Alex. It was Lil Kavaris. But the screen name that stayed with me forever for like pretty much all through the AIM era was AK and my initials Rocker 23. Rocker because I loved bands, music, whatever.
Mm.
But still like normal.
Yeah.
But then
That reminds me. Did you ever have they had like remember they had those like gaming chairs people had in their basements that like rocked back?
yes.
Weren't those called AK rockers?
Yes. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you could plug in.
We had like 2 of them in my basement. My
Dude.
friends had them. Everyone had
Oh
them.
my god.
AK rocker, and it was just
Yes.
like a basically a rocking chair, but it was one big plastic piece that would like roll back.
So, 2 things. One, that is such a memory unlock. I totally remember those because someone sent it to me. It was
Yeah.
like, look what this is called. I think you could get them at Costco,
Yeah.
but you could plug in the sound. It was like it would
Oh
vibrate.
yeah, there were special ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have those, but
Okay, yeah, it had like a speaker built into it or something
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, the whole point was you could rock
it
it.
would rock like all the way back.
And I don't know why it was
They were so
AK.
comfy. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they were AK rockers.
They
yeah.
were. No, absolutely.
I don't
Let me
know
look it up.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, they
It was
absolutely
like
were.
gaming chairs or something.
But like, why AK? Maybe I was my cousin.
I don't know.
Gamer chair. Wow, dude, that's crazy that you.
AK rockers.
It is AK Rockers. Wow,
Let me see.
it's not these ones though. I need the original.
Yeah. It was just like it was like a piece of plastic. It had a fabric piece that went over the head and
It
the
was kind of
arms.
like this,
Kind of.
but it was red. Hold on, I need to find this.
Mine was like plastic, and then it had like the fabric cover, like to make it soft for you.
AK Rocker gamer chair. AK Rocker chair. Come on. It wasn't these things, was it?
Let me see.
They look like
Yeah, no, it was.
It was okay. All right. They look like
Yeah.
racing
I had
race car.
I had the black one, the top right.
Okay. I thought they were a little skinnier and like they had a different design.
It was just a
on
big plastic chair that rocked like all the way back.
but-
Like
okay.
you could go all the way on your back.
Wow. Yep. Yeah. The AK at the top. So a buddy of mine, because I was AK Rocker, that was my screen name. Everyone knew me by that. They called me AK. So I got sent that picture, and I was like, they stole it. Like I should have copyrighted it.
That's funny.
Wow. Oh man,
Crazy.
What good times. Yeah, well, the reason why I wanted to go through these names was kind of this reason, because I've been feeling nostalgic lately, and I've been seeing these things come up like what was your screen name? And,
Oh yeah.
well, ours were pretty good, pretty normal, but there were some that not good. So here are some real AIM screen names. Rebel from the waist down.
What the hell?
Mall Monster 300. This guy says, I knew I wanted monster in the name, but I didn't like the mall and had no special connection to 300. So basically just completely random and made up. Booty Smack.
Oh,
But
nice.
but Smack is spelled SMAK. Peppermint Maddie, 2323. Dude, what is with 23, man?
I don't know.
Peppermint. Lotter Lover 189.
Water.
LOTR Lover 189. I was really into Lord of the Rings
Oh, LOTR, yeah.
and had a huge teenage crush on Viggo Mortensen. I don't know who that
Mortensen?
is. Mortensen, is that his name? Sorry.
I don't know.
And I was in love with Orlando Bloom. Anyway, Lord of the Rings lover. Kosher hot dog 14. It says Kosher hot dog 14 was basically a Jewish penis joke that my friends helped me come up with when I was 12, maybe. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
What goes through your head?
A lot of people did like their initials, like yourself, or like
Yeah.
first initial, last name, or like their my first one was my initials.
Right. Yeah, I'm saying basically. I mean, the first was my last name and then my initials.
Yeah.
Charmin Chica 6. I wanted to do something that was fun and flirty, but not slutty. Middle school me was very concerned about that, so it was Charming Chica, but I had to be cool, so I did the weird caps thing, and my favorite number was 6. Sorry if people try and add you. I don't think AIM is even like a thing now anymore. But everyone's getting...
We should bring it back.
We should. They did, and they didn't. Fashion 13, all caps. I was a shopping obsessed tween with too much time on her hands to spend at the mall. What is this one?
I don't remember any of my. Do you remember any of your friends?
Yeah, a few of them. One was, I think it was like LT Man, little T Man.
That's so. I'm pretty sure Tom, my
T-Man?
friend Tom, was T-Man 94 or something like that. That's so funny.
Yeah, T Man. Yeah, T Man for sure for Tim or Timothy and Thomas. And then one was like Cyber Dude, which could go both ways at this point. But he was super into like the hacking thing and like using Windows and
Big
Linux.
into Cybertrucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
20 years ago.
Yeah. He was like a very like techie dude. Trying to think any of my guy friends. I don't know.
I can't remember. I'm pretty sure mine was MRM Mustang because my brother's was MSM Mustang or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. It's so funny. It's always like things you're into.
Yeah.
Roxy Surfer Girl, but girl was spelled GURL 92660.
That's funny.
And it was around the time Blue Crush came out, so obviously I wanted to be like them.
Yeah. It was all XOXO and
Unbelievable.
yeah.
Well,
Different times when you had to log into a computer and then this little icon would light up like green, letting people know that you were online and they could chat you.
yes.
This is probably before like texting.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was there, but it was the having to
brick
press
phones.
it 70,000 times.
To get to T, you had to press 7 3 times or something like that.
7 2 2 2 3 3 3.
I bet I could do it just because I remember when I was little doing it, but I'm glad we don't have to.
So remember when they created T-word?
No.
So T-word was a way of them guessing what you were spelling. So you only had to hit each number once.
Oh, yeah.
And it would keep popping up. It was pretty good, but there were some words that they didn't get right.
Yeah.
But it helps. It helps so much.
And ringtones were such a big deal. You'd like buy ringtones.
Oh man,
I think
99 cents.
I think we had Mike had one, my brother, and then I got his phone after he moved on to another phone. But it was like 99 Problems by Jay-Z or something like that, or like some. I think it was Jay-Z. No, it was Big Pimpin'.
Oh,
Bum 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 bum.
Was it the real song or was it like pixelated at that time?
No, it was the real. I'm just not sure if it was the Linkin Park and Jay-Z or if it was just Jay-Z.
That's
But
the
it
song
was-
that goes, I wanna,
No.
Oh,
it's
that's a different one.
Big Pimpin' on BLATs.
Okay.
Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. That
Yeah,
was the ringtone.
bump. Yes, that's right. It's like a whistle noise
Yeah.
almost. You and the whistles.
That's where it all started.
That's where it all started.
Or you
Mine
like-
were more like 8-bit
yeah,
in
I
the
don't know.
beginning.
Do you remember any of the other ones or ones that you had maybe?
I definitely had Linkin Park. I
Yeah.
definitely had Sum 41, Blink-182, Green Day.
This is like when sidekicks were coming out and people had like the Razor. Was it
Razor.
Motorola Razor?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Motorola Razor. The
Crazy that
Sidekick.
Motorola was like the top brand at that time.
Hello, Moto. Yeah.
Now it's Apple.
That is?
I remember. I said now it's Apple.
Oh, now it's
like,
Apple. Oh,
I remember in like the Sidekick or some other phones had. I don't know what's all over my hands. Hello? Gold from something.
The Goldschlager.
Goldschlager. They just, I don't know if maybe it was the BlackBerry just came out and it was like touchscreen glass and all this. And I was like, I'm never going to want touchscreen. Like I like the touching the physical buttons. And now like every phone in your purse, your purse, your pocket, your car, every phone anyone has right now is touchscreen. And Apple even got rid of the button on the screen.
It was called not the curve.
There's 3 buttons now on the side and that's it.
That's it. Yep. Everything's by your finger.
Or your face.
Or your face. Yeah, right. It's like Face ID.
Face ID coming out. It's like, wow, this is cool.
Well, the new iPhones coming out have what they call Apple Intelligence. And so you can basically say, show me the picture with Matt and I from the skate park 5 years ago.
You can kind of already do that.
Finds it. Yeah, that you can, but I think this is supposed to be pretty instant.
If you have pictures of like text,
yes.
like for me, sometimes I'm taking pictures of my textbook for school or the screen. If it's a hard question, I want to like remember it later. You can search your phone for words. So you can search like anatomy or like, tibula, fibula, and like it'll find any picture that has those in it, which is kind of cool.
True.
But I think this is the newest and
it'll be like
greatest.
Instant.
Yeah.
You can even do like January 16th, I don't know, California, and it'll pull up everything from that.
Because for a while, it still does. Like on my phone, if I scroll down towards the albums, it'll have like pictures of people's faces, and it'll pull up any picture with your face in it or any picture with my face in it, and like kind of interesting.
Well, it is. I mean, when I take pictures of Champ, and now it scans him, and if you touch it, it'll say what the breed is, like where it's from.
That's like trees. Like Lindsay will do that with like flowers or something. She'll be like, what kind of flower is this? And take a picture of it, and it's like, this is a Eastern Kentucky green flower.
Don't
like,
touch it. It's poisonous.
Don't eat it.
Yeah, don't eat it. Don't brew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting to a point now where everything's just going to be like voice commands. So,
yep. It's the world we live in.
It's the world we live in.
Crazy world.
Yes. Well, this is as usual, usually a week ahead. Well, not usually, always a week ahead. But it is October. We're on the second day of October today. But stay tuned for upcoming episodes. We're going to start getting more into the spooky season.
Get into the spirit.
Not
the Christmas spirit, not yet, but the Halloween spirit.
That's right. So expect some costumes.
Maybe you could let us know what you want to see us dressed up as. We can try to make something happen. I only have a couple of costumes, and I don't want to repeat. Maybe we'll trade costumes.
We can trade. Trade or order and return for one day only.
Yeah.
Doesn't fit.
Last year, I was a NASA guy, what's it called? Astronaut.
A NASA guy.
I was going to say spaceman. I was like, that's not it. I was an astronaut. What were you last year? Do you remember?
Yeah, I was the Playboy guy, Hugh Hefner.
Oh, yeah.
I was Hugh Hefner with the robe and the captain's hat.
That's good.
Yep.
I like it.
It was good stuff.
Hell yeah. So anyways, a couple weeks we'll be putting out some Halloween stuff, so stay tuned for that. Every Thursday at 11 a.m., dropping new videos. Check out our shorts, our reels, or anything on social media.
Socials.
One of our TikToks has over 539,000 views. Over, what is it now? Do you know?
Dude, we are 625,000.
Wow. Over 625,000 views. Go check it out. Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
I don't care.
People are commenting.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
But anyways, thanks for having a drink with us. And I'd cheers, but I went through everything I had. So
I'll cheers myself.
Shake it up.
We'll see you next time. Peace.